Hola amigos, buenos días. Yo me llamo Señor Bellis y hoy vamos a aprender el verbo jugar. So we're going to take a look at the verb jugar in Spanish. The verb jugar means to play, and what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to point out a few things about the verb and also going to give you an activity to practice it really, really quick. So if you are interested in having this document that's in front of you, you're welcome to use it. It is available to you via the link in the description of the video. And if you were to open it up, these links that you see on the screen here would be live on that document. So have at it if you want to use it. Over here on the top left, I have the Jugar to play, and you'll notice that I have it written 2 more times. The reason I did that is because when you start getting a little bit further along in Spanish, if you're probably at the beginning, well, you'll start to notice in, say, your textbooks or maybe online resources that next to the verb, there'll be some letters, like right here. And it might look like this with a UE, or it might look like this where it says U-UE. The second one's a little bit more helpful, and I'll explain why. So what that means when you see that is that you have a stem changing verb. And what a stem changing verb is, well, it's pretty obvious. It's when the stem changes. So if you're wondering, well, what's the stem? Well, if I look at the verb jugar, when you conjugate the verb jugar, your teacher probably has taught you that you want to take off the AR first, and then you fill in the rest with what's left over. So normally that would be JUG. But since this is a stem changing verb, this right here, the JUG, that is the stem of the verb jugar, and that's what's going to change. So if you've already been looking at this, you'll notice that it's changed to a UE in these 4 positions right here. Notice it did not change in the nosotros form or the vosotros form, just in the yo, tú, él, usted, ellos, ellas, ustedes form. And that's what a stem changing verb is. Now these are also called boot verbs, and I will show you why people call them boot verbs. So first of all, if I were to take those 4 that are changed, where the U changed to a UE, I can make a box around it, and you may already be noticing it kind of starting to take a shape. It almost looks like it could be a sock or a boot or a shoe or something like that. So we're going to call it a boot, and what you have is a boot verb. Check out that fancy boot right there. So we have, just for pronunciation purposes, I'll start with yo and work my way down all the way to the bottom right one, okay? Juego, juegas, juega, jugamos, jugáis, juegan. So that's how you pronounce the verb jugar, and we're going to use it to talk about sports or games that are played. And before you start doing this activity right here, I want to point out something to you where I have this asterisk. When you're talking about playing a sport, you're going to want to have something between the jugar and the sport that's being played. Now in English, you don't have to do this. You could just say I play, and then you say the sport, basketball, golf, or whatever it is. But in Spanish, you have to have a word that kind of connects the jugar with the sport, and you have 2 options. You can use either el or all. So you'll notice that in these first 4 sentences right here, I used all because I don't know why. I've always used all, so that's what I use. So anyway, this is the activity for you. If you want to take a second, you can pause the video and see if you can jot down the correct form of the verb jugar, and then I'm going to show you the answers. Pause the video because here come the answers. So I'm going to go ahead and read them to you. We have, ellos juegan al baloncesto. 2, yo juego al tenis. 3, José juega al béisbol. 4, Jesse y yo jugamos al fútbol. 5, ¿y tú qué juegas? So this is it pretty much, and if you are interested in, I do have a video on some sports vocabulary, obviously in Spanish. Just search YouTube for Señor Bellis sports vocabulary or los deportes, and you'll probably find it. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your day.